Hi friends, welcome to Venky's channel. In the previous video, we have learned about iframe tag and how to embed YouTube videos and Google Maps using the iframe tag in HTML. So today we are going to learn how to add tables in HTML. So this is also one of the most important concepts in HTML. So listen carefully and grab the concept. So let's open Sublime Text and open this file in browser. Now let's minimize the browser and go back to Sublime Text. To add a table in HTML, we use the table tag. So let me add the table tag, and within the table we need to have many rows and columns. So minimum we need to have at least one row and one column. So first let's add one row. For adding a row, we use the tr tag. Tr stands for table row. So let me add the tr tag, and inside the tr tag, let me add a td. Td stands for table definition. So tr means row, td means column. So always column should be inside a row. Remember that row is inside table, column is inside row. And within the td, let me write serial number. So snum. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now we can see that serial number is appearing here, but you can see that it's not like a table. There is no border to it. To add a border, we use the border attribute of the table tag. So let's go back to Sublime Text, and for the table tag, let's add border. So border should be given in pixels. Let me give border equal to 1. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that the border has appeared, but you can see that it's a bit weird. There is a gap between the serial number border and the overall border. So it looks like there are two borders. So let's add another td within this. So let me give another td and let's write name. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that this rectangle is acting as an overall border, and there is some space between the borders of both these columns. So this is known as cell spacing. So to remove that, we use the cell spacing attribute. So let me type cell spacing and let me make it to 0 so that there is no spacing between any cells. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that the space between the cells has disappeared. Now let's make the text smaller. Similarly, we can add a number of columns. So let me add another td and write here marks. And then in the next line, let me add another td, and here let me write grade. Like this, we can add a number of rows and columns. So let me copy this table row and then paste it again in the next line to add one name. So let me copy this and then paste it, and the serial number of this person is 1. So let me change the serial number to 1 and let me give the name as Venky, and let me give the marks as 100, and let me give the grade as A+. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that the browser has refreshed and the data is appearing here. Now let's learn about a few more attributes of the table tag. So one attribute of the table tag is width. So let me give width equal to 100%. So the width of the table will take the complete browser width. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that it's taken the complete browser width. Another attribute of the table tag is called as BG color. So we can give a separate background color for the table. So let me give background color equal to white. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that the background color for this particular table has changed into white. So there is an attribute called BG color for the TR also. So for the TR, let me give BG color equal to blue. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that the background color only for the first row has changed into blue. Similarly, we can give background color for a TD also. Let me give BG color equal to green for the first TD. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that the background color for the first TD has changed into green color. Now let's give a title to this. So let me give the title as marks list. For adding the title, we have to use the caption tag or the table heading tag. Now I am using the caption tag. So let's see what is the difference between writing direct text and captions. So in the caption, let me write it as marks list. Now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that the marks list text is added here and it's in the center of the browser. You might be thinking we can even use the center tag for this. Why do we need to use only the caption tag? So for confirmation, let's remove width equal to 100% and let's keep width equal to 70%. And now let's save our changes and refresh the browser. Now you can see that marks list is not in the center of the browser but in the center of the table. If we use the center tag, the marks list text will be in the center of the browser. So if we use the caption tag, it will be only in center of the table. Friends, hope you have understood about the table tag and the caption tag clearly. In the next video, we are going to learn about the TH tag. Bye friends.